Hey there! Today I'm going to be doing the bookshelf book tag, which is going to be fun. So if you haven't already seen my previous book tag, I'm just going to explain to you kind of what a book tag is. A book tag is a set of questions that a booktuber, probably because it's a book tag, will answer. So you say, your favorite book of this quarter of the year and your least favorite book of this quarter of the year and all that. It's kind of like a discussion and you can have fun doing that. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be doing the bookshelf book tag. Oh yeah, let's go. Question 1. How many bookshelves do you have? So, I'm not going to count all the bookshelves in the house or the bookshelf. Yeah, I'm going to count the bookshelves that are behind me, or the bookshelf that's behind me. I'm not going to count the bookshelf over there that has some nonfiction in it. So, there's a bookshelf over there behind camera that has some nonfiction in it. But the stuff behind me. So, there is one bookshelf. Better pictures will be going across the screen now. But there's a bookshelf. There's one bookshelf. Then I'm very creative and I stack my books over here. And then you can't see out of frame, but I have another picture. There's more books on top of my dresser over there. So I've got books all over the place. And yeah, I'll get pictures that show you more exactly what it looks like. But yeah, I've got books all over the place. I've got one shelf, but there's no more room for more shelves, so I stack my books over there, as you can see. So I have one bookshelf that you can see behind me. There you go. Question 2. How do you organize your books? Okay, so this might be a bit controversial. So I organize my books based on what I do is that the books at the top are the ones that I either most like or the ones that I want to be displayed. Not so displayed, but the ones that I want people to know that I like. Like, I want you to know that I like Aragon. So I display the cover. But it's not necessarily my favorite books are at the top. It's just more, which books do I think deserve a place at the top? So I've got lots of books I love that are down there. But the books that I want to be displayed and the books that I think, should have their covers facing out and should be quite visible are at the top, like The Way of Kings, Brando Sando books, etc. They're at the top. I don't know. I sort things like that. I also keep all the books by the same author in the same area. Like all the Wings of Fire books are in the same area, Brando Sando's in the same area, etc., etc. Brandon Sanderson. Why am I calling him Brando Sando? I don't know. It's a cool nickname. Okay, question 3. How many books are on your bookshelves? Or how many books you think you have? It's an awful question to ask. I should do a video where I count my books. That's not this video. I'm not sure how many books I have. I have a lot of them. There you go. A lot! Question 4. What's the oldest book on your bookshelf? So I'm not sure if you mean the oldest printing, the book that was published the longest time ago, or the book that I've had on my shelf for the longest. So I'm going to answer all of those questions and see if I can do that. So the book that is actually the oldest, though I might be wrong on that because there's quite a few books, and I'm like, I don't know how old that is. The book that actually physically is the oldest, not just like the printing of it is very old, and then the book I've had the longest on my shelf. Let's go. So, let me see. This might be very inaccurate, by the way. The book that is actually the oldest. I don't know when things were published, so maybe Lord of the Flies. The Great Gatsby, maybe. That might be the best bet there. Those are the ones I can think of at the top of my head that are the oldest published. But what about the book that is like the printing, the particular book I have is actually very old. Well, there is an old book that's actually not on this particular shelf that's quite old. I have it over there. It's a collection of different medicinal herbs. Nonfiction. It's my nonfiction shelf over there. Science, things like that. It's over there. Then the book, this is the one I think the book makes the most sense, is the book you had the longest on this shelf. Uh-oh. Because, let me think. It'll be Harry Potter. I've had that for a long time. Yeah, it'll be it would be Harry Potter. Probably Harry Potter. Because I've had books, because I haven't always had this shelf. It's changed around, so I'm not sure exactly some of my books. So Harry Potter would probably be the oldest one I've had. Question 5. What is the newest book on your bookshelf? Okay, let's see. The book that was published, the newest, the book that's brand new, like I got it recently. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. The book that I got recently, and the book that was no. That makes no sense. I'm just gonna go with the newest book on my shelf. I'm confused with these questions. The newest book that's on my shelf, not the newest book that's been published. Newest book on my shelf. Well, I've gotten a few in the last little while, so, actually, I'll go with the newest one that I have that's on the newest book on my shelf that's also the newest book published, which is Pax. Which I listened to on audiobook many years ago, but I want to read again, so I have it. I want to read it again. Here we go. And the sequel is what I meant. The sequel just got published literally like weeks ago. So, newest books on my shelf and newest published book on my shelf. Yay. And now for question 6. What is the longest book on my shelf? Well, I think we can all agree the longest book on my shelf is gonna be The Way of Kings. 1001 pages. Long book. Super duper duper long. Okay, and the shortest book on your shelf. The shortest book on my bookshelf. That would probably be As I step out of frame. This book that I reviewed recently. Oh, no, sort of recently. Sorry, I have a rickety stool. That I reviewed sort of recently. Sammy's Worry by Angela Menzies. Review linked up in the corner. So, go check that out. But, short book. It doesn't have, pages aren't numbered, but it's very short. Thin. Yeah. Short book on my shelf. Question 1. I'm not sure where we are at this point. What is the predominant genre on your bookshelf? Well, that's probably gonna be fantasy / sci-fi. Probably. I don't read only fantasy and sci-fi, as you know. Actually, but it's probably the predominant genre. Probably. I don't know. Fantasy's good. Fantasy's awesome. Probably fantasy. Have you done a bookshelf tour? Which is number 1. I'm not sure where we are at this point yet again. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Question 9. Have you done a bookshelf tour? No, I haven't done a bookshelf tour. I've done a book reorganization video linked up in the corner. But I haven't done a tour. I should do a tour at some point. But that's gonna happen someday. If you want a tour, let me know. I'll do it if you want me to. Might happen someday, though. Yeah, maybe after I reorganize it again. I love reorganizing my shelf, just because, why not? It's fun. But no, I haven't done a bookshelf tour. Question 10. Go on a random number generator and talk about that book that corresponds with that number. Okay. Let's go. I'm not sure if they mean, like, which book is, like, the number book, or, like, a book that just corresponds with an interesting book, like, that has the number involved in it. Here we go. Generate. 16. Uh-oh. What kind of book involves 16? Or what would it correspond with a 16? The number 16. Harry Potter and Half-Blood Prince. Harry Potter 16 when it happens. Okay, question 11. Do you have any fan merch or other decorations on your bookshelf? I don't have any fan merch. My fan base is absolutely massive, as you know. Yeah, sure. Sarcasm. But I do have little other decorations, so I have my little Christmas lights up there, just for fun, because, lights are awesome. And I have a miniature Egyptian Knopic jar, a miniature Egyptian pyramid. I have the One Ring, some Funko Pops, some Cosmere stickers, a few little trinkets down there. I have lots of trinkets all over my shelf because, why not? Trinkets are cool. I have this little bell over here. Sounds freaky. And I have this little card. I have lots of little things. So I don't know. I like to put little mementos on my shelf. Number 12. Show us your bookshelf. I will. Doing that now. Anyways, this is the bookshelf book tag. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again someday in the future, whenever my next video comes out. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Never stop reading.